Thank you for watching Ebony Ladies in the DR. I'm your host, Bridget. Bienvenidos a mi canal. Gracias por mirar. Today's topic is the difference between what? Dominican brides and American brides. Woo, child, where do I begin? I'm gonna start right at the top. My absolute favorite difference. Let me start with American brides. American brides are not ashamed to admit that they want to wear white because all brides wear white, period. They don't care if they got 2 kids. They don't care if they've already had sex before marriage. They don't care about none of that. And if I want to wear white, I'm going to wear white, period. Okay, on the other hand, our lovely Dominican brides, they come in and the first thing they say is they're Christian. So they don't do any of my ivory or anything with color. They automatically say they're Christian. Okay, I'm a Christian, but they won't wear any strapless, and it's got to be white. There's no ivory. They got to wear white. So it don't matter that they come in here with a boyfriend or fiance that they've been living with for 10 years and the 2 kids that's going to be in the wedding. None of that matters because they are a Christian and they can only wear white. Alrighty then, I got it. American brides, as soon as they get engaged, they are all about the dress, baby. They are going to bridal shops. They're making appointments. They are going for fittings. They have found their dress, or either they already have their dress in mind. On the other hand, and it's a special occasion, it's a big event for American brides because y'all have seen Say Yes to the Dress. They popping bottles, they got champagne, they got, an entourage of people going with them to pick out the dress. And I get it. I didn't have an entourage. I think only one person went with me to pick out my dress, and that was it. And it was an exciting time, but I wasn't all into all of that. And then it was years ago, y'all know, when I got married. It wasn't in the age of social media. So you got to do some big things for Instagram these days. Okay, but Dominican brides don't plan that far ahead. And so I literally had a bride that come in, Dominican bride, married an American man. They had been dating for a year, they said, and so they were getting married. I was actually closed, and if you check out my reviews, you'll see it on my boy's wedding dress. They called me on an off day on Monday at 1 o'clock. I was doing stuff, but I agreed to meet them for 2:30. So they got here. I mean, we found a dress that fit her like it was made for her. It was the shortest dress appointment I have ever had. She looked gorgeous. And so I said, when is the wedding? Y'all, I'm not kidding. The wedding was at 6 o'clock the same day. They got married at 6 p.m. She came in at 2:30, found her dress. Her hair and makeup was done. And I'm just, Dominican girls like to be really pretty, so their hair and makeup is always really nice, even in the heat. And I'm like pleasantly surprised by that all the time because they always look so pretty. And American girls too, that care about their hair and makeup like that, they always look really pretty. Summertime, doesn't even matter. But I was just thinking it was the norm. I wasn't thinking that was her bridal hair and makeup. So they were planning a wedding. They were getting married, and they actually got married at 6 o'clock that day. So whereas American brides spend a whole lot of time, figuring out about the dress and looking for the perfect dress and flying all over the world to get the perfect dress, Dominican brides can come to boys' wedding dresses, find them a dress in 30 minutes to an hour. I kid you not. Rent the dress, go get married, and bring it back the next day. And who knew, or who's going to know that they didn't do all that planning in advance, unless they're busy bee bridal shop owners spreads their business on the internet. But that's one of the differences, and I love it. Same result, married, had beautiful wedding, everything is the same. Okay, next difference is, how we are. We don't want the groom not supposed to see us until we walk down the aisle as American brides. And it's supposed to be tradition. I'm not sure what the saying is, or if it's supposed to be bad luck, I guess. So the groom is not supposed to see us. So we make sure when we get the dress, we hide the dress, put it in a bag. The groom can't see. Most of the time, you know, we shouldn't be living together anyway, so we can keep it at our house. But if they are living together, they keep the dress at their parents' house or store it somewhere else. So don't pick it up until that day of the wedding. But nope, not Dominican brides. They come in here with their girlfriend, or they'll come with, you know, one of their best friends or the mom. And as soon as they find the dress they love, they are on FaceTime like this, showing the fiance the dress. I'm like, isn't this supposed to be a secret? No. You know, they don't believe in that. Ain't nobody worried about no bad luck. They get married, they happy, and they want their groom to approve. So always they are showing the dress to the fiance, which I think is so funny though. But I like it. You know, if everybody's happy, I guess he don't want, you know, because I'm gonna tell y'all, Dominican men are very opinionated. And so a lot of grooms come in here, sit right down in the chair, and say yes or no to every dress that they try on. And then sometimes I like it because, you know, the grooms will sometimes have a better eye, and they will see what's more flattering on the bride versus what they think is just prettier. But if something looks better on you, so sometimes I'm really happy that the grooms are there to back me up, you know, when I'm like trying to suggest that something looks better on them. Even when I take the pictures, show it to them, if they have their mindset on one dress, that's what it is. You know, I'm not going to try to change it. But it does help sometimes when the grooms are there. But then on the other hand, if a groom comes in here and he likes every single dress, oh my God, I had to come up with a limit. At first, you know, y'all, I wasn't very busy in the beginning. So I would allow brides to try on like 5, 6, 7 dresses, you know, because you don't want to say no, and then you want to make sure, you know, everybody's happy and satisfied. But those days are over. We narrow it down. You can try on like 3 or 4, and that's just depending on how busy I am. So that's a good thing. I don't care if it's the dress they fall in love with. American brides will have a budget, say their budget, but if they find a dress that is way outside their budget or whatever, I feel like they'll do a GoFundMe at some point, because they are like, oh, nope, I found my dress, that's my dress, I don't care about my budget. I've heard brides taking out loans to pay the extra over their budget to get the dress that they want. Dominican brides come in here and they tell me what their budget is, and they don't want to see anything outside their budget. They'll look at it because my bridal shop is small and they can see everything, but if that's not in their budget, they're not going to try it on. And that's kind of like me, because, you know, y'all know I wouldn't have been able to make this move at 49, move to another country and live my best life, do what I want to do on my own terms, if I hadn't really stick to a budget. And I'm so proud of myself, and I'm glad that I did, but that's just who I am, my personality. And so the Dominican brides, I feel like in that aspect we have a lot in common, because they ain't trying to see nothing outside of their budget, and I really like that and I respect that. And so sometimes, you know, depending on how I feel, you know, if I feel like something is a better fit for them, something's gonna be gonna make them a little bit happier, then I'll go ahead and do the higher price dress in their budget. Why not? It's a rental, you know, it's all good customer service. It's all about making people feel good. If it's not costing me a lot, you know, to do it, then why not do it? And I think that's one of the keys to being successful in business, right? We just do things to make other people happy, and then you get the good reviews and they spread the word, and referral is everything here in the Dominican Republic. Okay, next difference is, okay, when brides in the U.S. have a bridal appointment, it's a difference. You know, they're expecting the champagne and all eyes on them and the photo shoot and all of that kind of stuff. And Dominican brides, you know, are a little bit more simple and less expectations, because this is the first bridal shop in Punta Cana. I didn't realize that. I knew I was the only bridal shop in Punta Cana, but they have never had a full all out bridal shop. They have shops that will have 1 or 2 wedding dresses, like little boutiques or specialty shops, but they've never had a designated bridal shop. See how y'all tune in to Ebony Ladies in the DR and learn some history all the time? Amazing, right? Okay, so the Dominican brides, since they're not used to all of the fanciness, and I don't offer champagne and all of that kind of stuff, because I try to keep my prices low, and if I start doing that, they're going to see the prices going up. So I think the Dominican brides are just happy. Some days I will have a cooler in here with bottled water and ginger ale, different little stuff like that, just because I'm feeling good that day. It's not something I do all the time, and if I know I'm going to have a busy day of brides, then yeah, I'll definitely try to do it then. But I like that, because the Dominican brides they're trying to save money, and they don't need all the fluff and all the other stuff that goes along with it that American brides are more used to. Okay, another difference between American brides and Dominican brides. American brides seem to really care what their circle of friends and family think about the dress, and it can be their dream dress, but if their friends and family don't really like it, then sometimes they keep looking. 9 times out of 10 they keep looking, which I think is unfortunate. And even when they settle on their perfect dress, what they think is the perfect dress, if they found that dress at their first bridal appointment, or if it was the first or second dress they tried on, then they're not going to get it. And so they pass in their dream dress just because they want to see what else is out there. So I always compare that to, did you have to try out a whole bunch of men first? Once he proposed, did you say, let me keep looking around and see who else is going to propose to me and see if he's a better fit? So I know that's kind of extreme, but to me, that's the same thing. If you find something, like with my house search, I know I'm all over the place today, but I had 8 houses on my list. The house that I actually bought here was number 4. Everybody knows that. And I didn't look at anything else because it was right for me. And I'm sure it was going to be something else out there that I would like, but why keep looking if I've already found something that checked all my boxes, right? So this is where the comparison comes in with Dominican brides. Dominican brides will come in if they try on the first dress, because I'm really good at looking at them, their size, and they tell me they show me a couple of the sizes or a couple of styles and designs that they like. I can usually get them in the first 2 to 3 dresses, something that's gonna look really good on them. So if they try on the first one and they love it, and their family might be like, but they love it and they look good in it, and I take pictures and they see how good they look and it feels good, and they'll usually do a little dance around the shop. They'll put on some shoes in here and try them on, and they're like, perfecto, done. And I love it, because why keep going? You know what I mean? Because there is going to be something prettier, but is it as comfortable? Is it a good fit? Is it everything that you need? But the first one you put on. So sometimes, guys, it's okay to go with the first dress that you see. And I really, 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 really like that about Dominicans. American brides, they don't want as much, I'm Dominican now, so they don't want as much feedback when it comes to the dress, the accessories, veil, they should do a tiara, that type of thing. So they don't really want you giving all of that feedback and all of that kind of commentary. So Dominican brides, they're like, fix me up. What else do I need? I can put jewelry on them. I can put a veil, a short veil, long veil. I can do a tiara, and they listen because they feel like I am there to help them, and they appreciate it, and they accept the help, and and when I'm finished and they look in the mirror, they feel like a princess. They feel like they're beautiful. And so that's what I really, really love. And I did this topic because somebody asked me. One of my friends came in, one of my subscribers came in, and we were just having a conversation about the whole bridal business, and she asked me, she was like, what's the biggest difference between American brides and Dominican brides? And these are the differences. These are the things that really stood out. And it's so funny though, you know, I love it. I love everything that makes us different as a culture. You know, that was the reason I started the channel, to just compare the different things and to show how my life is transitioning as a Dominican in the Dominican Republic. But that's it for today, you guys. I love bringing you guys different topics and different things that are going on with me here. There's so much. I am in love with having this business. I love being a productive citizen in a new country. But that is it for today. If you guys have a topic, have a question, you know, as always, don't hesitate to ask. I always try to respond. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share button, and drop your comments right at the bottom. Y'all know I always answer. But this is Bridget, not Ebony, Bridget, with Ebony Ladies in the DR, right here on YouTube, every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really love this channel. I might try to do me a little party, but there are so many expats in towns moving to Punta Cana that I have had the pleasure to meet and become friends with. So I am definitely gonna do an Ebony Ladies in the DR, some kind of event, maybe for the holidays. So guys, stay tuned. Watch this channel every Thursday and see what else is going on. All right, until next time, take care. Mwah.